Yeah, everybody come on in, please. Take a seat. Yeah. No, go ahead and keep the doors open. It's fine. We're all in here. Guys, I want to just thank you for, I know we all have busy schedules today. We've got a lot on our plates. Just want to thank you guys for fitting me in and fitting me in your schedule and dropping everything you're up to. Because I just got something on my heart and on my mind that I just had to share it. And guys, I don't want to start off by just saying this. I just want to say we're doing a lot of good things right now. We're on the right track. I know we are. Kind of experiencing a few growing pains right now, I realize. But to balance what I'm about to say off, let me just say a few positive things that are happening right now and just give you guys all an update. Lori Matsukawa, you might have heard, as recently as giving testimonials to her friends and family about our company. She's really she's had a good experience, as we know. Sheltie is her 4-year-old Sheltie that came in about a week ago, and we turned that dog into kind of a raggedy old Sheltie into really a prize Sheltie. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous Sheltie. And we just made it as fancy as it could be. Fancy as all get out. Fancy as the day is long, as we say. And really turned out well. Also, big news, and I know I announced this at our last meeting, but a couple people weren't here. You've probably heard by now that we landed the Carney Lansford endorsement, which I know, yeah, it's a big deal. And I can't take all the credit for that one. That was partly our marketing department. They flew him in. He caught the red eye. Flew him in. Him and his friend Terry Steinbach, actually, who used to play baseball with him. They flew in. We took him out to kind of a late lunch, early dinner, and we patched in, of all things, we patched in his other friend, kind of a surprise to him, Richard Karn from the Family Feud fame. And we just hashed it out. We cast the vision of what we were trying to do with our company. We basically said, I looked him dead in the eye and said, I got to be real frank with you. We're not going to get there to where we want to be, Carney, without you. And I was shocked by the response. I mean, this guy, first off, I don't know if you guys know this, he doesn't even own a Sheltie. Not a one. I mean, I figured, my question to him was, how many Shelties do you own? Not if you own a Sheltie. I mean, my goodness. I just assumed from his demeanor and the way he played baseball that he was a Sheltie guy. And you can't, it goes to tell you can't judge a book by its cover. So, we're working on getting him a Sheltie. He's interested. He's got a pretty severe dog allergy. So I got him talking to some of the doctors down in Hollywood that could potentially help him out there. But so we just got so much good news. It's coming out our earballs, and we're just so excited about what the future is going to bring. And I got to be real honest with you, real frank here. I had trouble sleeping last night, and I was rolling around. And my Tempur-Pedic, usually I fall asleep like that. I couldn't sink into the dang thing. And I was thinking, what's on my mind? And silly old me, with all this success that we're having, all our growth, I'm going, dang it, Ryan, what are you doing? I'm kind of smacking myself in the head and saying, what are you doing, guy? The problem is, folks, it's this 14-year-old Sheltie. And Lisa, could you go ahead and put that image up on the screen? No, not that one, the other one. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, that's the one. This is the 14-year-old Sheltie that came in yesterday morning, and here's the deal, guys. Check the undercarriage here. Now, obviously, we all know we went to grooming school. The undercarriage is the most technically difficult area to groom, but folks, it's also the most important area to groom. It's how you're judged. It's how you're judged when it comes to this kind of stuff. And if you'll just kind of take a look here, I'm going to circle an area here. Now, guys, I'm not complaining like this is terrible work. I mean, and I'm not going to name any names of who did this job, but the bottom line is, you could throw a rock in LaConner and hit a Sheltie groomer specialist that could do this kind of work. I mean, this is cutting edge grooming back in '95, mid-late '90s. This isn't 2012. I don't know about you guys, but last time I checked the calendar, it wasn't 1996. You know, it was 2012. This is just really pretty mediocre. I could say it's par, but I'd actually be lying. It's probably subpar. Folks, if we're going to be what we want to be, if we're going to get there, we have got to raise our game. Just absolutely have to. Jim, hey, you mind paying attention here? Am I interrupting something? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, eyes up here. You know, Jim, I don't want to be pointing you out, and I said I wasn't going to do this, but of all the people, should probably be the one that's paying the most attention. I see you're not even taking notes. And you know, that the 14-year-old Sheltie that came in yesterday, you were complaining because the thing couldn't stand. Well, you know what, Jim? Sometimes we're going to work with Shelties that can't stand. I've worked with dead Shelties in my past. I've had Shelties that I groomed for funerals. You think I was complaining? You know, taxidermied Sheltie. I mean, I've worked with them all. I once worked with one that wasn't even born yet. Okay? You work with what you have at hand. Now, I went to business school at Shoreline Community College. Well, by business school, I mean I took a business class, several of them. And they taught me something about business there, Jim. It's that if you're not doing your best business, then that's not good. You know, they in more ways, they kind of worded it. Anyhow, here's the deal, Jim. Yesterday, do you remember what you told me? Well, no, when the Sheltie walked in. You know what you told me? You said, I'll make you proud, Ryan. Well, guess what, Jim? You didn't make me very proud. In fact, you did the opposite. All right? Ryan not happy, Jim. He's Ryan mad, Jim. Does that make any sense, Jim? You know, Jim, it's just you're so frustrating because you're probably the most talented guy in here. Okay? You're probably the most talented guy in here, but you're just not giving me every fiber of your being. You're not giving me your soul, Jim. All right? You know, you come in at 5 in the morning and you leave at 7. You know, you get your 15 hours in. And it's all, but, you know, sometimes I wonder, is it just picking up the paycheck? You know, you collect your $14 an hour with benefits, your bennies, and you go home and you veg out, and do you even bring your work home with you? Do you even stress about what you're doing at work? I sometimes wonder, Jim, you just seem like you're giving me half you. You know, you seem like you're just giving me part of what I'm looking for, and what I'm looking for is that I want it all. I want every square inch of Jim to be invested in this business like I am. Jim, without it, we're just not going to make it, Jim. Darn dang it, Jim. I just wish you could hear and feel what I'm saying. I sometimes feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. Here's the deal, folks. If you're not comfortable with where this ship is headed, there's the door. All right? If you want to make Carney Lansford look like a jerk,